What's going on, everyone? It's Evan and Megan again. Welcome back to Tube Travels. So today we have some exciting different news, but to start it off, yesterday we shipped the motorcycle. So we're here in Panama City, Panama, and we went to Overland Embassy yesterday and, like I said, shipped the motorcycle. But instead of shipping it down to Colombia, we ended up shipping it back to Arizona in Phoenix. So that is different than like what the plan has been if you've been following this channel.
If you've been following what's been happening in Peru at all, there's some serious political unrest. And while we know that there are travelers who are able to get through Peru, it's difficult. So the whole southern border is closed, roadblocks and things like that, and it just seemed like a hassle. It's been over 2 months, almost 3 months by now, that this has been happening, and we didn't see it as an option for us. And then the second reason is we are kind of running out of time to hit the very bottom of Argentina before winter hits in South America, and so that would make getting through the Andes Mountains and getting to Ushuaia very difficult.
Yeah, like Megan said, it's a combination of a lot of different things where we were looking at how much time we have left to get down there, first and foremost, to get down to Ushuaia, and we realized we would have to just blast through so much of South America, like really only spend a couple days in some countries that we really want to spend more time in, and then we wouldn't get there in time. And if we didn't get there in time, then that means we would have to stick around longer, and if we stuck around longer, then we might not have enough money. And then ultimately, with everything that was happening in Peru, we just decided, you know what, let's ship the bike back, let's do the South America portion of this trip at a different time when we can attack it with a bunch more time and a bunch more money. And then now too, having done half of this trip, we're more knowledgeable about how to do it better. That's why we're not going all the way to South America this time. But I mean, the traveling doesn't end. We're not going to just like head home and just like
go back to our lives.
The plan right now is to get into Phoenix, so we fly out March 1st. I don't know when this video is going to go up, but
yeah, 5 days from now.
Yeah, 5 days from now. We'll put this up soon. After that, we'll spend some time in Phoenix and visit some friends and family. But then after that,
we're going to Baja, Mexico.
Going to Baja, Mexico, baby.
We just can't get out of Latin America.
No, Mexico's awesome. I mean, we spent a bunch of time there and we loved it. So we're looking forward to going back.
Yep, so we'll spend however long we feel like in Baja. And then we have some other things in the works that we're not gonna tell you now because our plans change every week.
Even after Baja, we're not gonna be done. It's just we're re-evaluating the global situation and money and what it is that we want to do, right? Because you know, traveling is, you got to be flexible, and then also you got to acknowledge when something's not working or you want to do something different. So we're doing something different. Yeah, so there's that announcement.
Surprise.
Yeah, now we're just going to briefly talk about shipping with Overland Embassy yesterday, because this is a huge deal for a lot of travelers, and I want to start off by saying we had nothing but good experience the whole way through. So Megan, why don't you start with that?
So Overland Embassy helps travelers ship their vehicles worldwide. So from Panama, you either have to ship it over the Darien Gap to South America, or if you're going somewhere else, and they take care of literally everything for you, which was super nice.
It was great.
Because we don't know how to ship a motorcycle. We've never done this before. So we just showed up and they took care of us. Yeah,
it was super straightforward. The team down at Overland Embassy, shout out to Alejandro and Darwin and everybody else who worked there. You have two ways of shipping your bike. You can do it by freight or you can do it by air. We opted for air, and it takes about a week from when you drop it off to when it arrives. And no joke, like you just show up and make sure that it's not covered in mud, your vehicle, and they have a place where you can work on your vehicle if you need to, and they're working on setting up a campground nearby. But yeah, you pay them for the service, and I mean, they speak English, Spanish, which is huge. Like for us, like, you know, we only speak a little bit of Spanish and not enough to really get the logistics of shipping a motorcycle down. And so that made it really easy. But you show up and then they go through paperwork, and then you drive together to the airport. And like on the way, we stopped to get some sugarcane juice, which was super delicious. And then we got to the warehouse where we dropped off the bike. And, you know, Alejandro was talking to everyone in Spanish and just made sure and translated for us, like if we need to take the bags off or if we need to do this or that, and they assured us it was fine. And that's really nice too, because when you're just leaving your motorcycle and all your gear with people that you don't know, you want to make sure that it's safe. And so having Alejandro there, who owns this business, and like, you know, his business and reputation and everything is very much on the line. You know, if he has bad business partners, it looks bad on him, but you know your stuff's safe because he's the one setting it up. So that was great, and we just dropped it off, and then we went over to customs, and he just gave him the paperwork, and he set it up for us, and then we just stood there and talked and hung out, and then it was done.
It was the easiest customs process we have been on this entire trip.
It was great.
And it was the most complicated. Like, it should have been the most complicated,
Yeah.
but it wasn't.
I also am fleeing Panama without paying a speeding ticket, so there's that.
We can't publish this till we're out of the country.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? They can't stop me now. But whatever. So yeah, it was great. Highly recommend the service. It's a more premium service than maybe some people want to pay, but I think for who they are and what they're doing and the services you get and how complicated and a pain in the ass this can be, it was worth every penny.
And they're just super kind people. Like,
Yeah.
we had a really fun day yesterday just hanging out with Alejandro and Darwin.
We
And just
did.
kind of like bopping around. So
We did.
It was,
So-
they're great. So if you're looking for some shipping and logistics out of Panama City, or really anywhere in the world, they can set it up for you.
Yeah,
They're
totally.
awesome.
Yeah, they specialize the Darien Gap, absolutely, but they can do a lot. They can do anything. So we'll leave a link in the description to their website, and yeah, you can take it from there. That's about it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything else?
I mean, I guess that's it on Central America.
Yeah, for this far south anyway. Yeah, it's a bummer, but I mean, it is what it is. So
Feels weird.
if you haven't already, please consider liking the video and
Smashing that subscribe button.
yeah, ring the bell, as they say, so you can stay up to date with all the future travels and whatever it is we end up doing. So, all right, cool. Thanks for tuning in. Much love. Peace.